Yo, what's up with it, everybody? It's your boy Rep Master checking in with you on this beautiful God-given Friday in the Chi City. And we're going to discuss acid reflux on the go, and I'm going to try to make it quick as possible. I do have a video in my video collection entitled my discussion about digestive enzymes and things of that sort if you want to get more thorough info. But at this current time, I'm just going to give you a real quick, simple rundown as quick as I can. And certain things that you can do naturally to combat acid reflux. So just keep in mind that, you got to realize that everything starts with the saliva when it comes to digestion. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure you chew your food up thoroughly, okay? There's enzymes in your saliva that help you break down your fats, carbohydrates, and proteins, etc. the minute that it enters the mouth. But putting big clumps of food down the esophagus is not a good thing, you know what I mean? Because these massive amounts of food have to be broken down in the small and large intestines, and you make it a lot more complicated, you know, when you don't chew your food up thoroughly and you're putting big chunks down your throat and into your body. All right, so that's the first thing. Chew your food up thoroughly. You know, a second thing that I can think of right off the top is having cold beverages with your meals. You know, not saying that I'm against having cold beverages, because Lord knows I love my beverages cold. But if you're trying to combat acid reflux and indigestion, it might not be to your best interest to drink cold beverages with your meals, because the fluid inside the stomach is called hydrochloric acid, and these are the good digestive juices that help you break down your foods. And inside the body, it's at a high elevated temperature, so you kind of compromise and complicate things when you drink cold beverages with your meals, you know what I mean, when it comes to battling acid reflux and indigestion or whatever, you know what I mean. So my recommendation would be, you know, either you can eat your meal, like I said, chew it up thoroughly. It might be something to get accustomed to, but just don't have a drink with your meal. Space it out, you know what I mean, especially if you want a cold beverage. You know, you can wait about approximately 15 to 30 minutes after your meal, enjoy your beverage, you know what I mean, because now you can give your digestive tract and that hydrochloric acid adequate time to rev up, you know, those juices to break down the food, you know, appropriately or whatnot. But if you're gonna have a drink with your meal, you can just alter that by having either a hot drink, hot tea preferably, or whatever it may be, or possibly a room temperature beverage, you know what I mean? So as long as it's not freezing cold, you know, you won't complicate or compromise the digestive juices inside the stomach. So that definitely helps out, you know what I mean? Third thing, eating large amounts of food at one time, you know, definitely a big no-go if you're trying to combat or deal with acid reflux or indigestion, because you have to realize that the stomach itself is not that big of an organ. So, you know, our bodies quite naturally weren't originally designed to break down large amounts of food at once, which is pretty much why a lot of the times when we eat large amounts of food, we get real tired, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of chemical breakdowns that go on inside the body and in the digestive tract that utilizes energy, and it reflects on us, you know what I mean? So when you eat a large amount of food and you get very tired, that's the reason why, you know what I mean? Because it takes a lot to break that food down, and it kind of, you know, has an irreversible effect, makes you sluggish instead of give you energy like food is intended to do, you know what I mean? So you might want to, you know, split up your meal and eat small amounts throughout the day, you know, small portions, and give your digestive tract space to break down the meals that you consume, and you probably will notice that you have more energy as well, you know what I'm saying? So just eat to suppress the hunger, you know, and gain energy, you know. And the metabolism is like a log fire. So, hey, the more you put in, the more it's going to burn, but a little bit at a time, of course, you know. And another thing is that, you know, dietary intake is important too. You know, if you're dealing with acid reflux and indigestion, you know, 9 times out of 10 is, you know, other things connected as well. You know, maybe some issues with the gallbladder or whatever the case may be. But whichever way it goes, you know, you have to watch highly acidic foods. And what I mean by that is dairy, fried foods, packaged foods, processed snacks and things of that sort, you know what I mean? So if you can break down your level of acidity, you know, through the foods that you can that you are consuming, that will help a great deal as well. Like I said, I'm trying to make this the concise version of this or whatnot, you know. But what I'm saying is that, man, you might, like I said, just watch your fried foods and watch your fat intake, and just watch the dairy, and definitely watch the sugar and things of that sort, you know, because these are foods that are quite naturally chemical based or whatnot. So, you know, takes a lot to break those foods down. And what else else can I think of? Incorporating digestive enzymes into your regimen is a great thing as well. Probiotics, prebiotics, all small microorganisms, of good gut bacteria that'll help you restore your digestive tract and things of that sort. And the digestive enzymes will get into the large and small intestines and help regulate and break down food as well. So, if you want to definitely, kick up the digestive tract, it might be to your best interest to take digestive enzymes, but don't think just because you're taking digestive enzymes that you can still go crazy and just eat what you want. You still have to make dietary adjustments, So I would say, just stick to more or less like baked foods, definitely more veggies, definitely more fiber. And like I said, if you are vegan or if you're a meat eater, there's different forms of digestive enzymes that you can incorporate into your regimen based on your dietary preference or whatnot. So yes, you can get a plant-based digestive enzyme, or you can get an ordinary digestive enzyme, because some digestive enzymes are technically not considered vegan because some contain ox bile, you know what I mean? So, that's another approach as well. And like I said, man, this is just information off the top of the head that I can share with you, but it's a long list of detailed information that I can get into when it comes to dealing with or trying to put acid reflux in remission, you know what I mean? And, in the near future, I will cover more information about that, maybe a few videos down the line, because like I said, this is an ongoing topic. I experienced and fought acid reflux for 5.5 years, man, and it wasn't no joke, you know what I mean? So obviously taking the holistic route was the best approach, or whatever the case may be, and making dietary adjustments, you know what I mean? So, and another thing that I can think of, definitely try to abstain from eating and laying down. You don't do the digestive tract justice at all with that, you know what I mean? Because you definitely will be burning up the lining of your esophagus, because every time you regurgitate your food that's coming up, that's acidity. And what that acidity does each time it's going up and you regurgitate, it's slowly but surely wearing down the lining of the esophagus. And then, if it gets too severe, that can lead to severe problems and possibly esophageal cancer. So, try to definitely avoid eating and laying down, you know what I mean? If possible, give yourself an 1.5 to 2 hour window, especially with the last meal of the day. And that should give you, adequate time to, lay down, and your food can break down the appropriate way. All right. So I'm about almost 8 minutes in, almost into the gig right now to go do my thing for a few hours, man, for the rest of the day. So with that said, man, I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, you know what I mean, / presentation, or whatever you want to call it, because I'm speaking to you guys while I'm rolling and all that good stuff, man. But like I said, man, it's Friday, got a good weekend coming up, and whatever you do, stay true, keep God first, and everything is guaranteed to be all right. Let's push negativity out the door and make room for nothing but pure positivity, all right? And that's what's happening. So with that said, man, your boy Rep Master telling you much love, much peace, much soulness. Enjoy your upcoming weekend in full bliss. I'm out, y'all.